Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys. Well, we're getting into Memorial Day weekend, and it is going to be one hell of a weekend. And people get to see their families and barbecue and do all of the things, but definitely make sure while you're doing all of the things that you stay safe. And remember, Ubers are a lot cheaper and more safe than a DUI. So just don't forget that. I'm not preaching to anybody. However, on top of that, we did Hot Messy Topics with Kendrick Tucker today. It was so good. And this little tidbit did not come up until after. So I'm going to go ahead and share with you that Andy Cohen is commenting on Lindsay Hubbard's potential crossover to the Real Housewives of New York, but he's also speaking on New Jersey and a few other things. We have a lot to talk about, lots to discuss. We also made a huge announcement today. So we're going to get into all of that. Before we do, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So where I wanted to start was with this. We heard that Dolores Catania Dolo might actually be going over to Rhode Island, the new Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Now, here's the thing. I just even mentioned this a little bit with Kendrick Tucker. I can see where they would do a crossover. We pointed out a couple crossovers. He made a good comparison. Phaedra Parks going on the Real Housewives of Dubai, or like Katie and Lala going on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We had the segue from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills to Vanderpump Rules. We've had crossovers and little moments before anyways, because it's somebody that you know and somebody you might be tuning in to see. So yeah, it makes sense. But for this situation, we're wondering if that's going to be the same thing. I don't foresee Dolores Catania joining the Real Housewives of Rhode Island as a full-time cast member. That was never really in the cards for me specifically. However, I'm not Bravo. I'm not the casting department. And I'm not sitting at the big round table making the decision. So this is what the rumor is, and this is what Andy Cohen's response is. Because the rumor was there would be a transition for Dolores Catania potentially going to the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. The great thing about Real Housewives of Rhode Island is it is a smaller community. I live on an island here in South Carolina called Hilton Head. Listen, when you live in a small community like this, it took me, like I said this today on Hot Messy, it took me like 6 months to maybe a year to realize who people were cheating on their spouses with, who owns the businesses, what the dealings were. And I'm like, Jesus, this really is like a small town vibe. And that's what they're saying about Rhode Island, is that everybody knows everybody's business. And when you know that everybody knows everybody's business, what that opens the floodgates to is, okay, we're not cherry picking all of these random people to put them together to see how they, cohabitate and how they form a show together. It's like, no, these people know everything about each other. That, my friend, is when you have a banger of a show, which is exactly what I think this is going to be. But he did address these rumors, and he said that the speculation is a little overstated, but he did acknowledge that there was an openness to the idea, saying, there's an importance of casting individuals who are genuinely a part of the Rhode Island community. But the source who suggested that Dolores might be making the crossover did suggest that Dolores's potential move could indicate challenges for New Jersey, which has not been announced yet. And Andy Cohen was asked about this. This is what he said.
Not for a while.
Hold on.
Person. I'm loving the shirt.
Thanks.
When are we finding out the Jersey cast? My favorite cast.
Oh, not for a while.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
People are saying Lindsay Hubbard is going to join RHONY. Is that in the works? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think so. I don't think so, but I think she should always be on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I do too. I love Lindsay.
Yeah.
Can you clear up the RHONY rumors? People were saying it's totally recast. Yeah. They were like, it's over.
We are between seasons, and we're always casting, and that's what's happening right now.
My favorite person. I'm loving the shirt.
You know what's funny about this? By the way, love our girls over there. What's interesting about this to me is that Lindsay Hubbard has definitely aligned herself with like Aaron Leachy and a few other RHONY members. And she's within the age group. She also has pretty much expressed the fact that right now, with her as a new mom, she doesn't really know where she would fit into Summer House anymore. So with him expressing the fact that he feels she should definitely remain on TV, yeah, you don't know what that looks like. We don't know if that means that she'll be doing a crossover. He said, I don't think so, but that doesn't mean that's not a definitive no. Just like the same thing that he said with Dolores Catania. It's like, just because you're saying it doesn't mean that it can't potentially happen. Now, as far as the big announcement today, before we get into the next topic, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Jason, my husband, and also one of our best friends, Stephanie, they have been working their asses off to design our new website, upandadamlive.com. Not quite sure, again, if you guys saw it on Hot Messy Topics or not, but if you guys are curious, you can go check it out. Pretty much this website is going to be a hub for the Up and Adam community, from everything in one place being our podcast, our YouTube, curated news specific for our own community. I want you guys to be sure to go check it out because there are a lot of articles. We have a full team of writers from all over the globe who are just now getting the chance to see each other's work, which is really, really exciting. But go make a profile, jump in on the comments and the conversation. We have everything from breaking news to reviews, and you can feel free to submit any blinds if you have them. And for me personally, I'm like, now let's just expand the hell out of the Addams family, right? So yeah, there's that. So now back to it. I wanted to talk about this next little tidbit because Kandi Burruss is opening up about some family challenges. And I was asked about this during Hot Messy, and I didn't have an answer for everybody because I didn't even see the article yet until we were off of Hot Messy. Kandi Burruss, we know that she is married to Todd Tucker. We know that her daughter, Riley, is about to star on Bravo's new show, Next Gen NYC. But she did reveal that there are still ongoing tensions between her husband, Todd, and her mother, Mama Joyce. This has been a long time coming, you guys. They have feuded for a long time. Nobody will ever be good enough for Mama Joyce's daughter. We get that. However, I think that Todd and also Kandi, they have proven time and time again that they are a power couple. He definitely complements everything that she has going on and vice versa. They're both creatives. They're both very, very smart. They're strategic in their work, and everything that they do and touch turns to gold. Yes, she could do that without him. However, life is more fun when you do have somebody who can be a part of that with you. Now, the other thing that I wanted to address, which made me really, really sad, was Kandi did share the heartbreaking news that her Aunt Bertha has been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. So I think that their family clearly is dealing with a lot of stress at this time. I don't think that anybody wants to hear something like that. So we're sending all of the love to Aunt Bertha. We don't wish that on our worst enemy, and especially not on Aunt Bertha. We love her. Now, last but not least, thank you to Bravo Snarkside. They ended up sharing this, and I thought that this was an interesting read. Peter Thomas has officially reported to prison after being found guilty and sentenced to 18 months in prison for tax fraud. And he said, all my people told me not to post this, that I am crazy if I do. I am not crazy, just realist. The first thing I must say to all new business owners is please pay that withholding tax. You do not want to be in the position that I'm in right now. The law is the law. It's not easy for us Black men, especially in my industry. No bank fund, restaurant, bar, lounge. We have to put that shit on us 100%. This is a new chapter in my life. It's called accountability and responsibility and my road to redemption. I have 3 Black sons and I must lead by example. Also for my 4 beautiful grandsons. This life isn't easy, but we're resilient and your granddaddy is a king. God bless. And by the way, I didn't just found God in my time of troubles. I was raised this way. Love, Peter Thomas. All right, guys, I want to hear what all of your thoughts are. Pop off in the comment section, please. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we will see you next time. Go to upandadamlive.com, guys. Join, sign up for the profile. It is all free. Join the conversation, the comments, everything. We're going to have so much fun. Love you. Bye.